All right, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shah, Bahashim, Akakwadash. Double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who were well. Peace and salutations to those for elect. I'm the brother Yashar. Just want to get a quick lesson through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shah. Yahweh being the Most High, who you ignorantly call God, through his only begotten Son, who you ignorantly call Jesus Christ. His name is Yahweh Shah, two so-called black men. And I just want to get into the topic of being wise as a serpent. All right, being wise as a serpent. Quick testimony. I got pulled over by the police today, and when they pull me over, usually Jake, you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, y'all get irate, y'all get impulsive, y'all get emotional, and you start cursing the cop out and doing things that are just lead you to the central bookings, and then eventually the courthouse, whatever. Potentially I'm in New York City, you could end up on Rikers Island depending on your charge. So the Lord gave us wisdom. All right, he gave us his understanding, he gave us the knowledge to know what to do in situations like this. All right, so I'm gonna read the first scripture, and I'm gonna expound on the testimony, and I'm gonna give a little more scriptures, and that'll be that. So this is Matthew 10:16, and it reads, "Behold, I send you forth as sheep in the midst of wolves." And what is the characteristic of a sheep? Innocent, and sheep got to be led. They ain't harming nobody. So that's how the Lord sent us out there. Sent us out into this world. All right, we just we so-called law-abiding citizens. All right, when you go to, I believe, Romans 13, if I'm not mistaken. Let me see. Romans 13. Yep. It says, "Let every soul be subject unto the higher powers, for there is no power of the Most High." But for there is no power but of the Most High. The powers that be are ordained of the Most High. And who's the powers that be as of now in this society? Is so-called white man, Esau Edom. All right. So we got to be subject unto him. As far as we gotta pay our taxes. You can't just be running red lights and being lawless. According to this man's his penal codes and his however his laws are set up, because we know that it was ordained of the Most High. All right, because when you go to Job 9:24, scriptures say that the earth was given into the hand of the wicked. All right, so let me just jump back. It says, "Behold, I send you forth as sheep in the midst of wolves. Be therefore wise as serpents and harmless as doves." So we're supposed to be wise as serpents, all right? And we know the word wise goes back, wisdom, which means to see, all right? Having that foresight, all right, to, having discernment as serpents and harmless as doves, all right? And who's the ultimate serpent? All right, Esau Edom, the devil that the Bible speaks of, all right? Let me back that up real quick. I already pulled it up earlier. I was reading it. This is Genesis 3 and verse 1. "Now the serpent was more subtle than any beast of the field." So it's going into this Esau Edom before he was known as Esau. All right, he was the serpent in the garden. All right, that had that Edomite spirit in him, the spirit of Satan. All right, let me get the definition for subtle. All right, now the serpent was more subtle. It says subtle shrewd, crafty, sly, sensible. All right. So this devil is very subtle. Let me get up, look it up. So delicate or precise as to be difficult to analyze or describe. Yeah, Esau, Esau put his poker face on. All right. Esau is very crafty. All right. When it comes down to getting a goal and an agenda done, this devil's gonna, do it by all means. With a poker face, you ain't gonna know. Give an example. You could be at your job, devil could be in your face that day. You at the job, you know what I mean? You working. It's happened to me in the past. I was working at a job, working all day, but at the end of the day, he called me into the office to fire me. So he let me get my last day in just to fire me over some bullshit. But this is way back when. But that's how subtle this devil is. Let's get in a couple other definitions. Shrewd, having or showing sharp powers of judgment. This devil shows a lot of you know, as far as discernment, knowing what the scriptures tell you that the children of this world, all right, the earth is given into the hand of the wicked, are wiser than the children of light. You know, it says crafty. You know, so all these characteristics and these definitions of these words, we gotta be, but on the right hand side, because the Lord said to be wise as serpents. All right, crafty, clever at achieving one's aim by indirect or deceitful methods. All right, so that's what it's talking about. So let me go back. It says, "Behold, I send you forth as sheep in the midst of wolves. Be therefore wise as serpents and harmless as doves." All right. So going back to the testimony, I got pulled over today, and when basic pullover. All right, cop. It was a detective, so they probably was looking for drugs or guns or whatever. But what I did was just keep it real professional, keep it real basic. How you doing, officer? Turned the lights on, rolled the windows down. Yeah, gave him my license, and we kept it real professional to the point he'd even run my name. The man ain't running my name, the water Yahweh Shem Shah, and he said, "Is anything in the car?" I said, "Nah, ain't nothing in the car. You could check. I ain't got no problem because I ain't got nothing in the car." You know what I mean? He said, "Nah, you good." I mean, just had me step out the car and check the car or whatever. And then to the point where he asked me, "Yo, you want my business card?" Whatever the case may be. I don't know why he asked me that, but he was like, "You want my business card?" Or whatever. And it was just, just stay out of trouble. I'm like, "All right, officer." I mean, thank you. And kept it moving, you know? And like I said, our people tend to do the opposite, and I'd have been there before, cursing the cops out. I got a, temper problem, and you curse the cops out, you feeling like you being mistreated. But we don't got no power here, man, in Babylon. So, you gotta just be subject to the powers that be, And like the other scripture says, agree. With so I can. This is Yahweh Shah speaking again. This is Matthew 5:25. Agree with thy adversary quickly. Who's thy adversary? The so-called white man. All right. We've been going at it since we was in the womb. All right. Since Jacob and Esau. All right. Agree with thy adversary quickly, whilst thou art in the way with him, lest at any time the adversary deliver thee to the judge, and the judge deliver thee to the officer, and thou be cast into prison. So you don't want to be in a situation to where now, because you being in your emotions, now you curse the officer out, he drag you out, you could potentially get shot. Because these cops is waiting to shoot you niggas. They don't trust Jake act like super predators. All right, Jake act like animals. And Esau in his mind, I gotta make it back onto my family so this nigga could go, Because Because even when they roll down the window, the way they creep up on you and they hands next to their weapon, you know, they sizing you up. They see a man with a bed, and you know what I mean. So you gotta just be wise as a serpent. You gotta use shrewd. You gotta use crafty judgment. You gotta use foresight. You gotta be prudent. You know. You gotta use wisdom ultimately. All right. And I was being polite with the officer. You know. So what's the other scripture? Oh, I just thought about it. Enemies to be at peace with him. Oh, matter of fact, let me get this one off. First soft answer. This is Proverbs 15 and 1. A soft answer turneth away wrath. All right? Using soft words, you would turn away wrath. Now, if I was being using big, bold and words to stir up strife, it would have probably been a different situation. All right? But grievous words stir up anger. All right? It says, this is a good one. The tongue of the wise uses knowledge all right, but the mouth of fools pour out foolishness. That's right. All right? I got another one. This is Proverbs 16 and verse 7. When a man's ways please the Lord, Yahweh B'Shem Shah, he maketh even his enemies to be at peace with him. It's not Esau, Edom, our main enemy, the so-called white man. All right? So when your ways please the Lord, and how do you please the Lord? The Lord dwelleth not with, but with them that dwelleth with wisdom, using wisdom, knowledge, understanding, applying the scriptures. Because that felt good. Even when I drove away and everything was good, I'm like, dang, see, because the Lord put it in my spirit to think about Him first, and then apply His wisdom that He bestowed upon me through the scriptures. Because I pulled over, I took my hat off, I prayed to the Lord, and then it was on from there. You know, these are things that is pleasing unto the Lord. All right. And we all fall short sometimes, and things happen, but it's always about application of the scriptures. More and more. So that was just a quick little testimony, and the Lord willing was an edifying lesson to the hopeful elect about just being wise and using wisdom here in these days. All right, because it's gonna be more and more tests that we're gonna have to pass. Ultimately, the ultimate test is that MOTB, which is the mark of the beast that's written about in Revelation 13 and 16. All right, so with that, shalom.